Welcome back all. Can't believe we're doing it this soon after buying the Wrangler. We can't have bought it more than 10 days ago and already we're heading off on our first international road trip. We are heading eventually over to Donegal in Ireland, but first we have to take an 8-hour drive up to Stranraer in Scotland, but that's 8 hours without any stops. So my guess is this will take about 10 hours. Monica's booked an AirBnB.
A treehouse.
A treehouse in a farm in Scotland.
Yeah.
So that's where we're staying tonight. I would love it if we could get there before it's pitch black to make the most of it, because tomorrow morning we have to catch the 8 a.m. ferry from Stranraer over to Northern Ireland. After that, we're driving through across the entirety of the width of Northern Ireland to get to the area of Donegal in the Republic of Ireland, which weirdly enough is actually still right up north on the island of Ireland. Today's 430 to 450 miles. The entire journey, probably over the next 5 to 6 days, I think will be about 1,500 miles. I want to get in the Giant's Causeway, the Atlantic coast, show Monica a few places because she's never been to Ireland. And I haven't been for quite a few years, so I want to see how much of it I remember and show Monica a few of the old spots I used to run around as, or I used to run around in as a child.
People want to know what's the MPG of the Jeep.
I don't know why you bring this up, Monica.
Why?
Okay, here goes.
We just filled up and we paid £87.
Yes, we filled up, we paid £87, but I have to be honest, that wasn't anywhere near empty. It's about it's £109 to fill this up, pretty much, give or take. And it does 24 miles per gallon. To give some relativity, the Fiat 500 that is parked up in another space, that does 50 miles per gallon.
Okay.
So this is getting under half the miles per gallon. And one other painful thing, the road tax for any non-Brits. Road tax is something you have to pay for a car that you own to be able to drive it on the roads. In the Fiat, it's £30 a year. This is 730. Ouch, yeah. I won't mention insurance and other things, but in essence, all you have to do is imagine that everything for this car is minimum twice as expensive, often a lot more than that, than the little Fiat. But that isn't taking into account the joy element of it.
Yeah.
I would like to pan over to Monica's face, but believe me, Monica has been having just as much fun in this car as I have. I can't prise Monica away from the keys to the Jeep. Every time I look away, she's off somewhere else in it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
So we're hugely excited about this proper road trip over to Ireland in the Wrangler. Yesterday we gave it a proper clean. We're good to go. It's been, up until about an hour ago, almost non-stop, or start-stop traffic the whole way. But then, about an hour away from the Lake District, which is where we are now, everything starts to open up. Traffic starts calming down. Scenery, much more beautiful, much more dramatic. And take a look at where we are. We're here for a specific reason. That's the Lake District, right in front of you there. My dad specifically recommended this place because when my parents go over to Ireland, if they drive, they will always go from Scotland over to Ireland, and they specifically pick this place. I'll put the details in the written description because my dad says this is the best services he's ever been to in the UK. Tebay Services.
And privately owned.
Is it privately owned?
Yes.
Oh, is it really? Did you show some of that?
No.
Just go on, pan the camera over that way. It's so nice. It's got a feeling more of a kind of farm shop with restaurant.
I think it is a farm shop.
Okay, so it is a farm shop. That's why it looks so amazing. It's a farm shop, but it's on the side of a main road. It's brilliant. Really good food. This is going to be, Monica, the first time you've ever had this. Mm-hmm. You thought this was some kind of Yorkshire pudding, so I had to stop you putting that next to your main course. This morning, Monica was packing these lovely linen and silk summer dresses, and I said, Monica, calm down there. We're off to Ireland. It's not called the Emerald Isle for no reason. We haven't seen any blue sky for a while, and I checked the forecast in Ireland, so luckily I made Monica change her outfit, but all of that rain is totally worth it because this is a little taste of what Ireland's going to be like. The most beautiful, moody scenery that you can imagine. It's 5:30, I think we're going to get there at about 8 o'clock, but everything is so comfortable in the Wrangler. Usually when we get out of the Fiat, we have to stretch and go like that, and we really need a break. But here we've smashed out 4.5 hours, don't even need to stop. Quickly fill up for fuel when we're done here, and that's it. It's all been very, very nice and relaxing, and also, as a positive, I think we'll just get there before sunset. We made it. It's 20 to 9. I think that's about 11 hours. In fact, even the owner of the Pottages AirBnB, she was quite shocked that we came from London up here in a day, so that's pretty good going. It's been like this for so long now. I always forget how quiet and unspoilt Scotland is. We'll put the details for this in the written description. This is an Airbnb called The Pottager. It's 40 minutes from Stranraer, from the port. This is a working farm. So the farmhouse is there. You can hear the tractor in the background, all of the big farm buildings over there. But the couple who own this, the husband has lived here since 1984. They built this for their daughter. So they built this as a little treehouse type thing. Then when she left, they thought, let's turn it into an Airbnb. So you've got this incredibly unique mix of proper working farm. You've got lettuce, lots of herbs, different bits and pieces here. Genuinely stuff that they use. And you've got a swing, you've got a trampoline, different swings here, 2 hammocks, all beautifully landscaped. And I remember now, and Anne, the Airbnb owner, warned us. She said, you're familiar, aren't you? with Scottish midges. They are brutal. So she's got netting inside. She said if you open the door, you open it, you get yourself in there, you shut the door immediately because they will start attacking pretty quickly. Stunning Monica, well done. Obviously this is a Monica choice. Have a look over there. That's the working farm. So my guess is that's the husband over there, and you've got stables there, all of the other bits and pieces. Apologies for my farming terminology, that's where it ends. She said if you were lucky and you caught this, blue sky, glorious evening, you just lie out on the hammocks there and just soak in the cleanest smelling air I think I've ever smelt. Monica, you ready to run in as quickly as possible? You go first. Go, go, go. Also, how lucky was the daughter to have this? Yeah, okay. Monica, I guess you won't pan over to your summer shoes. How lucky was their daughter to have this as a place? This is amazing. So, bed area here, 2 little bedside tables, lounge area here for if the weather is a little bit moody, radiator so you can stay roasty toasty, but this makes it the window so you can just look out on this beautiful view. I don't think we'll be pulling those at night. And I've just noticed this, look. So this is £100 a night. I think it's worth every penny for such a unique experience. The fact you can actually gaze up at the stars if it clears up. Microwave, kettle, toaster, everything to just make a few little bits and pieces. We actually bought 2 pies at that Lake District service station, which is a good idea because I'm getting a bit hungry. It's a little area for the dogs, some fruit there. Scottish shortbread. Have that later with, I'll let you go in, Monica, solo. I don't know where the lights are. But have a look in there. There we go. Massive window looking out into the farm. Oh, this is special. With a proper full-size shower at the back. They've done an unbelievably good job here. This is well worth it. I'll put a link with all the details in the written description because if you're doing a road trip like this, the location is just perfect in the middle of nowhere, and to stay somewhere like this, it's very, very special. Right, we're going to go move the Jeep, unpack, and just settle in for the evening. So we'll see you all in the morning, bright and early. Been told to get there at least half an hour early to the port, and if you're even a minute late, they won't let you on. So I think we'll get there an hour early. So that means we'll be waking up at about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good morning. You know, this I was expecting to be quite a touristy route, heading from mainland UK, from Scotland over to Ireland. But I counted 22, maybe 23 passenger cars. Everything else is lorries heading over. So this is not the popular touristy route that I thought. And you can kind of tell by the size of the cafe and also the restaurant. From a kind of leisure point of view, very, very small. £163 for the Jeep and 2 people, so it's not an insignificant amount of money. The fact you have to pay £300 return, it does make it noticeably more expensive than going over to France, for example. One other interesting thing, because we're going from Scotland to Northern Ireland, i.e. not the Republic of Ireland, there's no passport control. So when I was registering and buying the tickets and everything, you don't have to enter any passport details. You arrive at check-in, they see your number plate, and they, in essence, just wave you straight through, give you a ticket to put onto your car to tell you what line to be in, and that's it. They don't have any of this immigration stuff at all. When we get in, we're landing in Larne, Northern Ireland, 2.5 hours and about 110 miles, and then we'll be in Donegal. Pretty much made it. That's a good day and a half travel. So we're in the little town of Ramelton, and my grandma's house is 10 minutes in that direction. So we stopped off. Monaco, apologies, couldn't find any Irish wine. French wine for my grandma as a thank you in advance for having us. I love little towns like this, because you've got an independent butcher's there that you won't be able to see. But look at this, A Gamble & Co Limited. I just saw a man on the first floor painting away. And I went into that little independent convenience store there hoping to pick up some wine, but unfortunately didn't have any, so they pointed me in that direction. But I forgot how friendly the Irish are. Always smiling, always cracking a joke. They are the friendliest people in the world. In fact, I was having such a nice time in there. I came out to Monica and said, you need to calm down. There was too much joking, there was too much smiling. So they've made my day. We're going to head off now, wrap up the video, but we'll make sure after our 2 days just relaxing, catching up with my grandma, that we will do a video looping back, not directly back to the UK, but going, I think, along the wild Atlantic coast and then heading back over. So we'll make sure to turn this into a little bit of a road trip on the way back as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along on this trip over to Ireland. I feel over the moon to be here. Have a brilliant week all, and we'll see you all in the next one.